थर्ड थिंग, गोल्डमैन ने ये किया, ठीक है. Now, this was an old news, but I wanted to share this news because I felt that it is going to be important. Now, the third biggest news, which actually happened just 2 days ago, Microsoft had like purchased Activision Blizzard for. एक second. Yeah. So here on Money Control, Microsoft has acquired Activision Blizzard in a mega deal. Activision fits into the recurring revenue model comprising of software subscription that Microsoft has been increasingly moving to. So if those of you who don't know, Xbox, which is a gaming console, is a platform that is also acquired by Microsoft. Now, what is the deal that Microsoft is looking for by acquiring Activision Blizzard? My guess here would be is it want to actually consolidate its assets in the gaming division. So right now the major player in gaming is taken by PlayStation and Sony, right? And because of that, Microsoft had been going, taking massive losses, even though their company was growing and Xbox was generating revenues, but compared to PlayStation, it was nothing. Because PlayStation, if you are like, even right now, let's browse on Amazon. उस पे PS5 आउट ऑफ स्टॉक ही रहता है. So that is because of two reasons here. There is a global chip shortage which is going on, and second, it's out of stock. नहीं तो यहीं पे आता था. फ्लिपकार्ट चेक करते हैं. एक सेकेंड. Yeah, you can't. Currently unavailable. 49,000 currently unavailable. PlayStation 5 only PlayStation. Even PlayStation 4 is right now not available. So because of that, Sony has been able to like create a massive. They have a stronghold in the gaming division, and they are not going to let go of it. That is why Microsoft came in and decided that they are going to buy Activision Blizzard to actually consolidate their assets within the gaming market. Now, यार मेरा Money Control Pro कहाँ गया? ठीक है, इसको बाद में देख लेंगे फिर. Now, Bobby Kotick, who is actually a very senior executive within Activision Blizzard, did the deal. Why did he do the deal with Microsoft? So let's take his perspective here in this article. So what they are actually doing is Microsoft has like top games such as Halo, Fallout, Forza, and Activision is actually known for, my favorite game by Activision is Prototype 1 and 2. But their global franchise that they have created is that of Overwatch, Call of Duty, and World of Warcraft. So what is going to do? Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass subscription, which has 25 million subscribers, they are actually going to merge all these games, and it is possible that they might not create so PlayStation exclusive games such as God of War or maybe Forza Horizon West. They might create something like Xbox exclusive games by Activision Blizzard. It is possible. I'm not going to do anything. Say anything about it. Now, who has been the CEO? Yeah, he's the CEO of Activision Blizzard since 2008. So, GamesBeat.com, why did you do the deal? Why is this a good time to sell? Why do you think that was a good price to sell as well? So, first and foremost, right now Activision is on the listed on Nasdaq stock market with a price of about 81. 81 US dollars in profit, and they have a market cap of $63.7 billion. So Microsoft decided that it's going to actually pay them even higher than market size. So obviously Microsoft is thinking something big. They are actually looking to grow their employee revenue. Their EPS is $3.38, which is pretty low for the stock. I don't know if it's good. And amongst all their competitors, which is Unity Software, which actually creates the Unity engine, Nintendo, which creates the Nintendo consoles, Electronic Arts, EA games for FIFA, and if you have played cricket games. These are its top competitors, and nobody has even close to their market cap. The Electronic Arts, biggest of them all, has the market cap of $39.2 billion. $39.2 billion. Yeah. So again, back to that interview here. The most important thing is funny that you and I talking about AI last time. So the competition between Tencent, Sony, and NetEase, and Google, Apple, the FANG companies, we are looking over the thousands of people to work against our production plans. Okay. So based off of what Bobby Kotick says is that they are actually going to they were focusing on AI and machine learning or data analytics to build that, and by actually merging with Microsoft, they will actually get that talent within their production teams. Number one. Okay. Who's this? So what they are trying to do is they understand, with So ये एक मेरा important point दूसरा था that there is a little irony because it feels like Activision Blizzard is too small. So even though that Activision Blizzard has a market cap of $63.7 billion, they still think that in competition with mega giants such as Facebook or Google, they are still a pretty small company, because when you're comparing us to 2 trillion companies or 3 trillion companies, $3 trillion companies, we may be a big company in video gaming. But now when you look at the landscape of who the competitors are, it's a different world. Because Facebook or Meta, with their metaverse announcing and the latest Quest VR, they are actually going to focus on growing their gaming venture. Also, I believe there is this news that GTA 5 VR. There was a news that GTA 5 would be coming in VR, or it might has already come. Will GTA 5, sorry, not GTA 5, but GTA San Andreas, which is, I think it's a 12-year-old game right now. It was released in 2010, I guess. I'm not sure here. So they are going to come in in VR format. So because of that, it's going to be based off of the Meta platform. So they are actually partnering with Meta to create GTA San Andreas in VR. लेकिन मैंने एक और न्यूज़ भी देखी थी, like GTA 5 VR with Meta. GTA San Andreas. There is this news, obviously. One second. Yeah, Facebook rebranded Meta and announces GTA in VR. So this is another news. So because they have competition from Facebook focusing on growing what they are doing with Facebook, they are going to actually merge not just as an ad tech company, they are in the advertising space and building the technology for consumer advertising. But now they are with VR and their acquisition of Oculus, they are also going to focus on gaming ventures as well. So which is why, yeah, there is a massive landscape where they think that Activision Blizzard as a company still feels small. I think players going to be community of players. You look at all the companies that we get with a company like Microsoft will give you make Guitar Hero. So they are basically looking for certain opportunities where they can actually find some sort of synergy. So with Activision Blizzard, they are looking at machine learning and AI engineers that Microsoft can provide, and for Microsoft, Activision can actually provide them with Xbox exclusive titles. And most likely, I'm not sure, it has not been confirmed, but based off of what I've heard and based on the news that I read, that it is not yet confirmed that Call of Duty would remain on Sony, and it might actually completely shift platform from PlayStation to only Xbox exclusive, and people like the fans would be really upset. But right now there is only rumors around that. There is no confirmation कि ऐसा होने वाला है. ठीक है, so यही था. यार सारी आजकल न्यूज़ भी प्रो. I'm not going to purchase CNBC Pro. Come on. Okay, so the final thing that I'm going to do. Final thing that I actually wanted to do was, give a review of Shashank Udupa's e-book that he released in the first week of January. So, one sec. Okay, so can you see the screen? So this book is known as Connecting the Dots, which is like Shashank's favorite line, where he says that you need to look at the connections, that look at the news, look at the events that happened in the past, and using those events, you need to connect the dots and make a prediction for the future. So I understand that. Now, credit where credit is due. This is actually created with Shashank Udupa and Kshitij Agarwal, who has created this on Figma. Figma is another designing software. So, I would not call this as an ebook. This is more a content library, or a content repository of all the content that Shashank Udupa has made over the lifetime of his YouTube channel. So I would not recommend this if you are someone who regularly watches his YouTube channel. But for someone who has just recently started watching his, because he's about to touch 100k subscribers almost at the end of January this year, he will get a massive growth in his subscribers, and some of those people will be completely new. So for them, this ebook is really important because uh, this contains all the videos that he has done over the course of lifetime of its channel so far, and in a very symmetrical and straightforward manner. So पूरी एक symmetric timeline बनी है, and based off of that, how the channel has grown. So let's start. So here is the complete content booklet on, starting with personal finance, starting early versus starting late, investing your first paycheck, what are the biggest mistakes, then psychology of stock market, how to find stock, fundamental analysis, IPO reviews, small cases, dividend strategy. So everything that he has done, it's completely compiled in this format as an ebook, and as an interactive ebook, as a matter of fact. So again, this is like this line where Shashank Udupa has said here that, hey everyone, we've got a quick guide for everyone who want to learn and understand the world of finance. And I hope you learn and grow your knowledge with this. So again, I absolutely agree with Shashank's goal here to improve the financial literacy in our country, that, education and knowledge is most important for everyone, and keeping Okay, I completely agree with his goal, and a portion of YouTube revenues that he's got, he will also sponsor a child's education, which I believe that, it's a great thing that he's doing. Okay, so let's start. Money lying in the bank is the most obvious of all non-performing assets. I agree 100%. So let's take a look at, bank accounts deposit, bank savings, interest rate. Typical. Highest bank saving, अरे यार India. Okay, India आ गया ना. So HDFC Saving Bank, which is the largest bank based off a market cap, has an interest rate of 3.5%. Axis Bank has up to 3.5%. Kotak Mahindra Bank 3.5% again, and Yes Bank has up to 4.5%. Now let's take a look at fixed deposit interest rates. Bank Bazaar. So if you open an FD with SBI, you get a saving rate of 5.3 to 5.4%. HDFC FD 2.5 to 5.6%. Punjab PNB FD 2.9 to 5.2. IDFC, I think this might be the highest, 2.5 to 6%. So अगर आपको अपने बैंक में पैसे रखने हैं, उससे तो बेटर है से FD में पैसे रखो. And even FD is not an ideal asset class wherein you need to protect your money in. Okay, because let's take a look at inflation rate in India 2021. This year abhi aaya nahi hai. So India's benchmark inflation rate measured by CPI is 5.59%. 5.59% पे आपकी inflation है, and this is what your maximum interest rate that you are getting on an FD based off of SBI, HDFC, PNB, IDFC. So even if you are able to make 6% FD, you are not going to be able to match that, because inflation आपके पैसे को it will completely eat up, and you also pay taxes on FD. Tax rates on FD. TDS on FD. So you have a 10% TDS rate that you also pay on the FD. So apparently, if you are putting money in an FD, if you are putting money in your bank savings account, you are wasting your money, it is going to get eaten up and you will not understand कि क्या हुआ मेरे पैसे का. So one of the most important thing of why you need to understand the world of finance, why you need to understand कि जो है ना stock investing or maybe even a different kind of an asset class if you invest in, it is very important कि financial investing जो है आप करना सीखें, get financially literate. So how to on reading this guide. So the correct way, as mentioned by Shashank himself, is read, stop, do. So you read, then whatever you have learned, apply it. Then redo, then again read, and then share, and then again read. So what you need to do is practice daily what you are reading, and whatever you are reading, you need to practice it alongside it, and based off of that, you will be able to grow if you want to grow in the world of finance. So यहाँ पे वीडियो okay, personal finance. So ये पूरा starting a section है for if you want to buy a house at 31, if you want to buy your dream car, if you are planning for your retirement. This is why finance is very important. What are your goals and what are you doing to achieve those goals? So do a backward analysis. Like let's say if you want to say that I want to retire at the age of 40, and in order for me to retire at the age of 40, I need to have at least 10 crore rupees. 10 crore rupees is a very hefty and very reasonable amount which you have based off of current inflation rate, and because of that you should be able to like identify ki okay, I can grow with this amount. And then what you need to do is, how do I reach to this amount of 10 crore? Maybe I need to increase my salary if you are a salaried professional. If you are a business owner, then you need to find out what all can you do to grow your business, like get more customers. If you have customers in one country, then you need to find out ki jo hai na, how you can expand your area of expand your territory of customers. Maybe go to USA to get more customers. Maybe try for a different continent. So this is why personal finance is important, because there are financial goals that you have, your financial aspiration, your आपकी dreams हैं, and then do a backward analysis by growing your wealth. Now this is a very एक सेकंड मैं इसको बड़ा कर देता हूँ. Starting early versus starting late. So this is very important. So at 12%, if you at the age of 22, you started investing and you invested 1 lakh rupees. You will get, in 1 year, you will get, I'm sorry, this is 10,000 rupees. I'm sorry. You will get 11,200. By second year, you invested another 10,000, you will get return of 23,000. And this wealth obviously compounds. Now let's say till 27 you were investing annually 10,000 rupees. You were able to grow your rate at 12% and eventually it compounded. By the age of 62, it compounded to 4,02,000. Wait a second. Yeah, it compounded at 12% and you only invested for the first 5 years. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the first 6 years, from the age of 22 to the age of 27, you started investing and you compounded your wealth to 42 lakhs 7,000. Wow. And in the same case, if you started investing at the age of, let's say 28 in this here, from 28 till the age of 33, you also invested the same amount and same return at 12%. Your wealth grew by, you reached 21,31,705 rupees. So this is the power of compounding. If you want to compound your wealth, the earlier you start, the more benefits you reap at a later age. And human brain is not designed to understand compounding, because we are designed to think in linear terms, linear patterns and in linear growth. So if let's say if you're earning 10,000 rupees 1 month, 6 months later you will expect it will reach 15,000, 16,000. But let's say I wanted to imagine 3 years down the line, what will you be earning? You will be earning somewhere around 40,000, 50,000 because of the compounding that it created and it grew. मैं compounding पे एक अलग वीडियो बनाऊंगा, so don't worry about that. Okay. So this is like this is a Shashank's saving of how he actually invests his money and how he has distributed. So he has invested 10% in index funds, or maybe it's his recommendation. 5% in gold, small cases, tax saving funds, and mutual funds. What gets measured gets managed. So Peter Drucker is an Austrian-American educational professional who actually teaches financial economics and philosophy in the University Hexagon. Who is Peter Drucker? Austrian-American management consultant and an educator. Where does he teach? So, okay, he has passed away. He died in 2005 in California, United States. Okay, he's a very aged person. So some of the biggest mistakes of his life are like this is what people do. Normally people do is spend first, save nothing. So people when they're young, let's say you are 23 years of age and you got your first salary. You decided that you are going to go out party, or maybe you are going to buy a new phone, go and give a treat to your friend. It's okay, but at least make sure that at least 10% of your salary of your first paycheck that you're getting, try to invest in that. People also get into the trap of buying a credit card when you are young. At least what my recommendation would be, when you are young, between the ages of 22 to 28, do not get into the trap of buying a credit card, because what it does is you are spending money that you do not have, and because of that you pay an interest on the amount that you don't have, and then you have to pay a much higher amount in later years. So debt also compounds. So if you start taking a lot of loans early in your life, it will affect you in your later life when even though you are earning in a higher amount, you will not be able to manage your expenses in later time. So again, these are some personal finance videos that he created on should you own a credit card, train your mind, should you trade or should you invest, financial journey for your parents, all these things. This is just personal finance part of the ebook. Now to stock market, my favorite. One second. Yes, stream is healthy. Okay. Stream is healthy. How many people are watching right now? Concurrent viewers, nobody. Okay. Doesn't matter. Stock market, my favorite part. Psychology of stock market. So one of the things that you need to understand is stock market does not run on fundamentals or financials. Yes, it is very important. I believe that it is the most crucial aspect of stock market, because you need to understand what are the financials of a company that you are going to invest in, and does it fundamentally is it a strong company. But it is run on speculation. So stock market runs on speculation कि क्या ये stock कल अच्छा perform करेगा या ये अच्छा stock perform करेगा. So you need to understand, and this is the reason why Tata, let's say people purchase Tata stocks blindly, because there is trust over the course of Tata that he has created over 100 years. That I think even earlier, Tata is even older than a 100-year-old company. So because of which people invest in Tata, because there are emotions attached to it, and because it is a consistent compounder that has grown. There are some bad investment that actually happened with Tata Docomo and Tata Telecommunication. But even those as companies and businesses, they are, trying to grow them. They are not bankrupt yet. Secondly, when you are going to invest in a stock market, you must understand who you are. What are you investing for? You need to have your goals set in stone. Are you going to actually invest to actually go on a luxury trip? Do you want to have a backup plan when you are, if something happens, if some kind of an emergency takes place? So you need to save and invest for, in good times, so that you are able to, grow, or, at least you are stable when there are bad times. That is why it is really important. Secondly, over a long time frame, Nifty has grown, stock market has grown, India is growing. So you need to think from a bull perspective. So you need to be bullish on investing itself. Not on any particular stock, but you need to be bullish on stock market and stock investing. Key, because let me show you a chart here. Nifty 50. Max. So think about it like this. In 2000, the price of Nifty was 1467. Now 2008 में there was a financial breakdown because of Lehman Brothers crash, but it still went up by 130% from 24th November 2000 to 16 January 2009. Market down था. Even then, there was 130% growth if you had stayed invested for these 9 years. Now, यहाँ 2008 से, again, let's take a look at the demonetization. Demonetization हुई November. Yeah. November 2016 में market fell down badly. But if you had kept on invested from 20th November 2008 to 25th November 2016, you would have made a gains of 217%. So over a long year time frame, markets go up. Even when lockdown was announced in 2020, 3rd April, exactly on 3rd April, no, it was on 20th March. And then on 3rd April, markets fell down worst. But even then, right now, look at that. उस time से, एक second, हाँ, 3rd April 2020 से आज, what is the growth? In only 1 year, there is 121% growth. We are in a bull run, and over a long year time frame, companies are going to grow. What makes your economy वो grow करेगी? There are certain bad cases जिसमें Japan Sensex, it actually never went back up, because what they have done is they have completely saturated their growth, and their economy because of that is falling. But India, if you are thinking, so India's major population age wise 2021 based off of census government, highest percentage जो इंडिया में है, which is of less than 18, is 41%. Less than 18. So India is young, India is hungry, and India is growing. You need to bet on India as an economy. That is why. And इसीलिए आपको अपना पैसा invest करना चाहिए. Because over a long year time frame, you will reap the benefits of these compounding and these companies that you are looking at. Less than 21, 47.9%. So we have a young and growing population. And because of that, people are going to come into the stock market. People are going to work in these companies. जो ये top companies है, Reliance हो गया, HDFC Bank हो गया, ICICI Bank हो गया, and they are going to pay their taxes. They are going to, get involved in the infrastructure building, because India, कितने software India software exports. India exports software services which are estimated at $133.7 billion. This is the latest data from September 2021. Now let me tell you a shocking fact. Saudi Arabia oil export. In 16 December 2021, they have done revenue. यार ये वाला नहीं, एक सेकेंड. ऑयल एक्सपोर्ट वैल्यू $173 billion. This is Saudi Arabia, which is the oil capital or oil well in the world. इसका $173 billion की wealth है जो oil export करते हैं ये लोग. And comparatively, India exports $133.7 billion. So we are a growing economy and we have young, talented, smart, ambitious, hungry folks. Because of which Indian economy is going to grow. सिर्फ मेरा ये point था इस बात का. So understand yourself and don't let your emotions control how you are going to perceive the stock market. This is very important. You are here to play a long-term wealth creation game and not make quick money. तो राकेश झुंझुनवाला को देख लो, वॉरेन बफे को देख लो. Both of these individuals have made massive gains in their wealth when they turned 52, and now their wealth is growing at compounding at an exponential rate. When you are young, you need to emphasize on you are your biggest asset, and because when you are young, you need to emphasize that you are learning the most and investing in your skill development. But when you turn, let's say 35, 40, that's when you are going to reap the maximum benefits because that's when you are going to reap the maximum benefits because आप जो है इसमें जी रहे हैं, मतलब जी नहीं रहे, सिर्फ आप ग्रो कर रहे हैं और आपने जो अभी तक कमाया उसके स्किल जो है ना, नाउ मार्केट नोज द वैल्यू ऑफ योर स्किल्स और उसके अकॉर्डिंग यू गेट पेड एट अ हायर सैलरीज. So first, when you're young, invest in learning. In your 30s, late 30s, that's when you can actually grow and compound your wealth and get rich. Not get rich quick, but get rich and create wealth over a long time frame. मैं इसे दोबारा बोलूँगा. Do not think about making quick money. Play a long-term wealth creation game. So these are some of the resources that you can actually look at to grow your wealth. So Zerodha and Grow are brokerages, are discount brokerage firms. Economic Times, Mint, Money Control, FinShots, these are news publications जिसमें जो है सारी financial आपको idea मिलेगा. Screener and Ticker Tape are screener tools जिसपे आप analysis कर सकते हैं, and Value Picker and Trendline are also another analysis forums. But these are forums जहाँ पे और players within the stock market who have made like 40% annual gain or 33% annual gain, you can actually listen to their stories and learn from them. Your goal should always be in not just finance, but in every aspect of whatever you are doing. It has to be you need to grow your wealth and learn how you can grow your wealth. So ये सारी वीडियोस आ गई यहाँ पे, ये important है. Yeah. So on this ebook, you need to actually understand that you need to create your own framework. This is Shashank's framework. I have another framework which I will show you in the future videos. So, but you need to have some sort of framework. क्योंकि अगर आप स्टॉक को पढ़ नहीं सकते, उसका एनालिसिस नहीं कर सकते, you are not going to grow in the stock market and you are just going to keep on speculating. So you must learn how to read financial statements. The best book that I can recommend for financial उसके लिए Anil Lamba's book, Romancing the Balance Sheet. Read about it and you can actually learn how to, read a balance sheet and, improve your life. So this is a very good book, fantastic book as a matter of fact, if you want to get started with finance. Hands down, this would be my recommendation. उसके through आप financials तो पढ़ पाएंगे. Then you need to understand who runs the company, who are the management. Then there is sector analysis and geography. Sector analysis इसलिए because a country's economy is depending कैसे वो behave करेगी, what their budget is for the next year. They are going to decide that how a sector is going to grow. For example, this year India is actually betting on the infrastructure sector. So sector analysis इसलिए ज़रूरी है. Geography, let's say you started investing in the US stock market, but right now if you were to start, there is a massive dip in the stock market in USA. Look at this. So IMF chief warns world economy faces an obstacle, massive obstacle, because the rise in inflation, rising US rates, Fed rates, inflation, US rates on return, and with the pandemic going on, it's going to be like difficult. So US में market पूरी तरह से down है. एक बार मैं आपको ग्राफ दिखाता हूँ. US क्या था? सेंसेक्स. मेरे को नाम के लिए याद आ रहा. Come on. Index. Dow Jones, Nasdaq, S&P 500. तो ये सारे डाउन है. Dow Jones is down by 1.3%, Nasdaq is down by 2.7%, S&P is down by 1.89%. So stock market is a bubble about to burst. Top end fund manager bonds. So there is a very high inflation that is going on in the US market. If you want to know more about this, मैं एक बार एक वीडियो दिखाता हूँ जो मैंने देखी थी अक्षत श्रीवास्तव की, from whom I also learn. So एक बार मैं वो दिखाता हूँ, so that you get some idea. I will recommend this video. This 2.7 trillion next crash. So if you want to actually learn why is the US stock market crashing, this is a very good video that you need to look at, and because based off of that you will actually get to understand why US stock market is crashing. Okay. Coming back here, so you need to have a research framework. You can use TickerTrape or you can use Screener.in for doing the financial analysis. Going through the income statement, you need to actually download the investor presentation or a financial report of a company. You can do that, and they need to have a growth in their net profits, their earnings per share, and their sales growth. Company के अंदर ये बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, according to me. Go through their balance sheet. So in the balance sheet, you need to look at how much liabilities do they have, what is their debt, and what is in their reserves. ये शशांक का है, मैं अपना बताऊँ. And then news के लिए you can look at FinShots, you can look at Money Control, you can look at Mint. Mint is very good. FinShots is again very good, very easy to understand, very simple. In these terms, you must read these things. Okay, super 20 Shashank के लिए. Be happy when the market goes up and happy when the market goes down. Because when the market goes down, you actually get the opportunity to do a downward averaging and actually pick up as many stocks as you can if you have the capital to actually start and investing in these particular stocks. So diversification is very important. Put all your money in different stocks, different sectors, and different market cap. Now finances are not everything. वही मैंने starting में कहा था कि जो है ना, even if you can do financial analysis, if you can do fundamental analysis, sometimes government policies can completely flip the game, and a company which was growing might go down completely. Money you invest and gain, I don't know if I agree with this 100%, but yeah, percentage does matter. It matters a lot. Now, these are some of the analysis that he has done over long time, जो मैं भी एक बार करना चाहूँगा. But again, I'm just new in finance, so ठीक है, give me some time here. IPO reviews, connecting the dots. Finance is interlinked across the world. If a small lab can China can affect global markets, then imagine what else can happen. So that is really true. If something happens in the US economy, maybe their federal government raises the tax rates or maybe the stock rates, of course it's going to also create an impact on the Indian economy. This Wuhan lab जहाँ से पूरा ये virus आया, COVID-19, it created a massive downfall in the economy, but even then we saw a massive bull run happen within these 2 years from 2020 to 2022. तो हाँ, ये चीज़ भी बहुत ज़रूरी है. ETFs I will explain, ठीक है? Trust yourself. Small cases I will explain. Dividend strategy, other investments. So other investments are understanding the mutual funds. How do mutual funds work? I will explain all of these things over a long period of time. So this is his video that he created on mutual funds 101. Then there are ELSS funds, so equity linked saving schemes. 1.5 lakhs की limit पे आप अपना tax बचा सकते हैं. If you come in an higher tax package, let's say you earn 10 lakhs rupees, for example only. Sorry. With ELSS, you are actually under tax saving policy of section 80C. You can save up to 1.5 lakhs. But there is one thing, there is a lock-in period for all the ELSS funds of 3 years. So 3 साल के लिए आपका पैसा वहीं पे रहेगा. You cannot extract it out. So again, if you have an emergency fund, only then invest in ELSS funds. Otherwise, no, you should actually invest in ELSS fund, but you also need to have an emergency fund, because whatever happens, you will not be able to extract money from this fund. Otherwise, you have to pay a very high amount in transaction cost. Otherwise, index funds, ठीक है, save in good times so you can float in bad times. I agree 100%. Digital gold, I'm not bullish on that. Real estate or real estate investment trust is a company that owns, operates, finances income generated. I think this is a video that you all need to watch. Even I need to watch this video because मेरे को इसका recap करना पड़ेगा. I am not very familiar with what equity REIT, real estate investment trust funds are. So even for me, I need to learn that. So these are some of the book recommendation. ये देखो यहाँ पे आया ना, Romancing the Balance Sheet. I knew that. Because this is a very good book that you need to read that at any point in time. Psychology of Money, another good book. मैंने इसे order करा. I will actually get it in this week. I hope जल्दी आ जाए थोड़ी. So this was my review. मैं crypto में नहीं जाऊँगा. Of this book. This is again a very good book if you want to understand more and more about कि कैसे आप मतलब शशांक का कंटेंट देख सकते हैं. इट्स एन इंटरैक्टिव ई बुक, बट इफ यू वांट टू डू योर ओन रिसर्च, देन यू नीड टू एक्चुअली अगेन सिट डाउन, सिट टाइट, एंड आफ्टर दैट मेक योर ओन डिसीजन, जिससे आप स्टॉक मार्केट में या किसी भी मार्केट में आप पैसे कमाएं. सो दैट इज द कंक्लूजन. आई होप यू एक्चुअली गॉट समथिंग आउट ऑफ इट. आई बिलीव ये लाइव हो गया 1 घंटा 18 मिनट का. इट वॉज प्रीटी लॉन्ग. Okay, so that's it for this video. Crypto markets are down because of this Russian thing that happened. Vodafone idea कि basically government doesn't want कि there exists a duopoly in the telecom sector, that is the core reason. That is the core reason why government has come in and acquired 35.8% stake in Vodafone Idea, and with Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal, we are going to see something new coming from Microsoft, and especially with their Xbox as a product, because सॉरी बहुत ज़्यादा बिकॉज बोल दिया मैंने यहाँ पे, बट एक्सबॉक्स एक प्रॉपर्टी है माइक्रोसॉफ्ट की, एंड दे वांट टू एक्चुअली मेक फुल यूज ऑफ इट. उस वजह से दे आर गोइंग टू मेक श्योर दैट दे रीप द मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट फ्रॉम इट. इसलिए सो एक्सपेक्ट सम Xbox exclusive title coming from Activision as a product from Activision's company. That's it. And I'll sign off. Au revoir. Bye bye.